everybody. Michelle is here. I'm out and about running some errands and handling my business, getting rid of some more items, taking them to the landfill, and doing this and that and the other. Riding through the neighborhood. Like I said, I see maybe one or two for sale signs, but not many. So that's how you know when someone's really cares about their neighborhood. And like I said, this neighborhood is really nice now. Very, very livable. Seems very family friendly. See, it's like a family friendly neighborhood, so that families can be together, and the lots are large enough so that if you have kids, your kids gonna have somewhere to play in their own backyard. Isn't that the ideal situation? And that's what I remember growing up. And this is one thing that caught my attention about this area when I first moved into it. It looks like the area I grew up in. It's like middle to maybe a little. It's like middle ground, maybe a little up, maybe a little below, but everybody seems to be middle ground, and that's how it's supposed to be. With some diversity in these kind of neighborhoods like this, when it's single family. It's a family. It's a family neighborhood. And that's what it looks like to me. It looks like a neighborhood where people are living. Okay, they're not like these other areas where it's like a dead area. They're like a dead community. Nothing going on. No activity. You don't see no children. You may see animals every now and again in certain areas. There's no life, I should say. No life. There's life in this community. There's a certain grocery store that will not come into certain neighborhoods. And if that grocery store is in your neighborhood, it's a good neighborhood. It's a family neighborhood. Let's put it that way. Because that's what they kind of focus on. They like to be in a family neighborhood. And I don't blame them, per se, because they want to service families. And this particular grocery chain, is based in this area. And, they've been pretty consistent about their philosophy, and I used to work with them back in the day, and they treat their employees very well, by the way. And a lot of employees just do not want to leave this particular grocery chain. And I support that grocery chain as well. I don't know. I hadn't noticed any type of bias or discrimination or anything from this particular grocery chain. So, so like I said, I like what I see over here. I like the progress, and it's coming along very well. It looks like a family neighborhood, and this is what I remember growing up in Black culture as well. It was a family neighborhood with children, loud basketball, football, cheerleading, skating rinks. I mean, it's a livable, thriving neighborhood. Major. You need grocery stores, libraries. You need essentials. You need essentials, not just convenience stores that serves that fake food. No, we got like I said, major grocery store chain over here. We have major other hardware stores and this and that and the other, which are, we got a post office over here. So it is a good community for families. And that's why I'm so enthusiastic about, selling my home to a family. I got a big backyard, and, the parents do not have to worry about their kids' safety. Everything at my property is safe. I'm going to have a safe backyard, surrounded, that no one can get in there, easily get in there. And your kids will be safe. Your animals will be safe. There's schools around here. There's churches. Like I said, major hardware stores. Some places to eat. Even though, like I said, I'm not too enthusiastic about, some of the experiences I've had with the eating out here. But, I stopped going out to eat almost a couple of years ago over here. There's a fire station right around the corner. I think I saw 2 of them. So you got the fire station nearby. It's just the restaurants were not up to par from what I'm used to. I'm used to fine dining, and that's not being arrogant or cocky. I'm just like fine dining, and that's something that I'm looking forward to as well. Enjoying that. But then I end up going to the same place. If they cook well and treat me well, honey, they'll see my face almost every day. So yes, I like what I see, and I know this is going to be a great family location in the future, but it will be problems because of the lack of trees. I'm just going to be real honest. I like to be honest about stuff. Due to the lack of trees, it's going to be an issue with flooding. Okay, so that's just something to keep in mind. Not necessarily my property. My property is fine, but I mean surrounding properties that are near these lakes and ponds and retentions. That a lot of people like to buy homes in that kind of area, which I would not. Coastal areas, retention, lakes, rivers. I will not buy a house near those type of structure, those type of areas of where water is accumulating, because eventually it's going to flood into your property. So my area where my house is safe from all of that. So rest assured, it's going to be a great home for a family. So I'm looking forward to it. Again, I think I'm kind of well ahead of scheduling. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the market in July. If I do it sooner, that'd be great. But July is good, and then I should be on the road either by the middle of July or beginning of August, heading west. I'll stop in a little city, not a little city. This is going to be a big city. See a family member, possibly. See a friend, definitely. And then I'll make my way. I'll eventually end up in California somewhere. Not sure where in California, or maybe not. Maybe in Arizona somewhere. Maybe in Las Vegas. Maybe in Utah. So look at that. See, and they're still building homes too. So that's how you know this is a good neighborhood. They're still building housing. So coming back. No, let me stop. I've never been over there, but I'm heading to the west. How about that? And starting the next phase of my life, the next chapter of my life. Okay, so just sharing, keeping you updated. Look at there, they're building other communities over here. So yes, this is going to be full of housing, and that's good and bad. You need to consider that. I don't see any water or ponds or rivers or lakes, so that's good. But the trees are not. The trees are old and aging. You want the truth. You don't want people lying to you about what's going on. I think it's a good place to live, because I don't see any lakes and ponds and retentions and blah blah blah. But at the same time, it's going to be overcrowded. It's not going to have enough trees to support this property over here. Even though these are actually ranch style homes with huge lots. That is very rare anywhere in the country. I think you can only find that here in Florida. So, if you love Florida, you need to pay attention and be ready to scoop up what comes available before nothing is available. And again, stay away from lakes and streams and retention ponds, those kind of things that lakefronts, that those are the places to avoid. My home is nowhere near lake or river or water, within a distance. Florida is surrounded by water. Let's be clear, surrounded by water. But my place doesn't have anything nearby that will jeopardize the property. Okay, so I just want to make that clear and share that as well. All right, so on my ride, dump off some more stuff at the retention pond. So I just want to send peace and love, giving an update on my journey, and trust me, I'll be back.